Okay, I am so tired of black people using the term streets. For me, I find it as an insult for the exact reason. Street people, you a street vermin, you don't do anything, you hang out on the street all day long, you sell drugs, you have guns, you tear down the African American community, you don't do anything constructive, you don't build the community up, you tear it down. All these street cats, you come from really single mamas, you come from living with these bad bitches. That's the problem. Y'all need to separate this. You got black women over here, you got bad bitches over here. Bad bitches are the ones who are creating the dysfunctional, emasculated man-child, the black boys who get into trouble, which are called street vermin. Y'all call them, you say street in, you use it, and I'm calling you street vermin. That's what you are. Then you got black women over here who will let a black man raise a young boy into a man. Those are the difference, okay? Bad bitches are always the one who always talking about they need to stay independent, they make their own money, they don't need a man. Yes, you do. When you have a little boy around, you do need a man around to raise him into a man. You have a daughter around. Half of y'all women be married, half of you women don't even be married. Y'all date side behind men, and you pass the trait on to your daughter, sexualized. It should be very sexual around men. She can have anything she want. You make your own money. You go to a strip club and strip. That's not economic. That's not economic about you investing into something to get money back. Stripping is not economic. That's you just having a job. It's not even a career. That is you doing something for the time being. And half of you women get knocked up by the nastiest men on the planet, by all the street vermin. You don't do anything but create single moms. Then y'all have a son with them. And then you continue the cycle instead of breaking it. And half of y'all have babies around about between 16 and under 25. You can't wait till you're 30. Oh my God, no, 30 is too old. No, 30 is the right age because by the time you should be going to college, graduate, and have a career. What are you women doing to create more thugs, criminals? And the only reason why guys run to the street because they trying to become a man. I mean, the street is no way for you to become a man. Only y'all will do is fighting and acting like barbaric and savage tribes from the ancient times. That is not how men act. Okay, men could dispute stuff by talking out. I'm just trying to you're men, you'll fight stuff out. Who fights stuff out anymore? I said most of the time people fight in boxing rings, mixed martial arts now, wrestling. That's where all that belongs in. I keep on in the streets, the streets don't love nobody, especially black people. We die in the streets all the time. And I'm so tired of black people holding on to the whole street culture phase. I mean, so much where America turned into a pop culture now, where they're trying to make it into a legitimate culture. Street culture is rooted in criminal activity, period. You don't know why black people so hooked on the streets all the time. Oh, that's right, because all y'all brought up in single mama homes. I can hear all of us brought up in single mama homes, but half of us made a choice not to run to the streets to become men. Half of us educated ourselves on what it is to be a man. Y'all did not. Y'all try to be thugs, which is a thug nothing but a criminal who murder and strangle people anyway. Y'all want to be gangsters nothing but criminals too. Like y'all trying to turn into a positive thing. A thug or a criminal cannot be turned into positive. It's like you trying to turn Lucifer into a positive thing, the mind. It's like you trying to turn rape into a positive thing. Like you men talking, oh, I'm a pimp. Where your women at, okay? And you as a pimp, they turn pimp into a legitimate business job. It's called the porn industry. You black men are still running around here trying to be men. You're over the age of 35 years old, still hard out there in the streets. How old are you? 35 years old, or even 40 or 50, and you still hang out in the streets. You too damn old to be hanging out there in the streets like that. Kids who are under the age of 12 are the only ones to be hanging out in the streets talking about that. Then after a while, when you hit 13 and 14, you should be maturing and moving on up. You should be trying to find out what you want to do. You don't need to find out who you are. You already know who you are. You take a personality test to figure that out. I mean, dang, they got like so many personality tests you could take to find out who you are. And then on top of that, you just need to find out what kind of career path you want to take. What you want to do with your life. You try to run the streets or be a street thug for the rest of your life. Or bury the street vermin, that's all y'all are. Find something more constructive to do than the streets, because the streets ain't nothing constructive.
Bye, Felicia.